Hey y'all, it's Mary with Stamps-N-Lingers, and it is 7 o'clock Eastern Time on Saturday, which means it is time for a video tutorial. So let me just be sure that we're transmitillating and that I can see when y'all come up. Well, I'm getting there we go, we're up. A little blurry it looks like. I hope it'll be okay for y'all when you get here. All right, hope you're having a great weekend. And I see a few folks joining. Hello, appreciate you spending some time with me. Hey, Karen. Hi, Daryl. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I'll stop singing now. That's your birthday present. Hey, Rosie. Hi, Julie. Hi, Bree. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Debbie. The other Debbie. All right. Hi, Patricia. All right. And Holly from South Dakota. You might know Rosie Keene, who's also from South Dakota. Hey, Mary. Yeah, I can make my own mistakes. Hey, Amy. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Susan. Glad you could join us tonight. Hi, Faith. Hi, Jerry. And all right, so let's go ahead and get started. I've got a fun little congratulations card, and it's very, very easy to make. It uses the spotlighting technique, kind of a modified spotlighting technique, and it starts with the True Love DSP, which is new, and it's all black and white. It's got florals on one side and geometrics on the other, so it's really kind of a fun set. You can leave it all black. You can color it with blends like I've done. You could color it wholesale with your brayers. The possibilities are really kind of endless, all right? And then I've used the art gallery stamp set to bring in our congratulations sentiment, and then on the inside and on the envelope front, I've got this pretty floral image just in petal pink. All right, so let's get started. I did not do the pre-cutting of the dies because I figured that was something you might want to know about, and so we'll do that. I have a piece of the DSP. This is just one of the designs. You can see what's on the back. The dimensional cover does not come with your pack. You have to add that later. Okay, so not included with pack. And I picked this one. And what I'm going to do first off and foremost is I'm going to take this large die, the label die, from the Stitched So Sweetly stamp set, and I'm just going to cut right out of the center of it, okay? So I will be right back. I'll go right back. I am not going very far. I am right here. I hope y'all are having a great weekend, and it's pretty chilly here. I mean, you know that I've gotten to be kind of a wuss in the chili department, so we're all pretty much bundled up. We go to feed about 15 minutes ahead of when we really wanted to be there because it takes about that long to get all of our clothes on, which is kind of ridiculous. Okay, so here we have our card front, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this aside, and using my petal pink and soft seafoam Stampin' blends, I'm going to color just the die cut portion, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the dark blend, and I kind of arbitrarily decided there was very, very little scientific decisioning going on here. Hi, everybody. If I'm not saying hello, please just, go hello. Hello. Use the Wild Roses background stamp. Nope, not this time. Hi, Brooke. What I've decided is I decided I would use the dark blend on these big cabbage rose looking flowers. And then on the smaller flowers, I'll use the light petal pink. And then I'm going to use what is this green one? Soft seafoam on anything that I decide arbitrarily is a leaf, okay? It's a little hard to tell because some of the images are they flower or are they leaf? Those kinds of things. And it's very, very artistic. You can see I'm just scrubbing in the ink and just kind of trying to find where I think petals are, okay? All right. Now you, of course, could do any color combination that you wanted. That's kind of the beauty of this DSP right here. And let's see, we're going to say that looks like a big cabbage rose. So we'll color it as well. Like that. I think that belongs to it. And this is definitely a cabbage rose. But that right there, I believe, I'm going to call that a leaf. We're calling that a leaf. Let's see, let's go ahead and stop with this, and then we'll, no, you know what? I think I'm going to go with this one too. I like this one for dark. Let's do this one dark too. just checking to see if anybody's asking any questions. If you've asked a question and I'm not answering it, please let me know. I'm going to go ahead and color this. I think it looks like it should be dark. I just decided that. It's going to be dark over here. I like that. Dark it is. Okay. Now we'll get I'm going to get the soft seafoam because then I can kind of decide now what I'm going to say is leaf. I think these are jade plants. I just made that up. But now they're jade plants because I'm coloring them soft seafoam. So they're obviously jade plants. All right, let's see, that looks like leaves. And here's some more jade plants. And I know that Julie is on, so if I'm coloring things that should be green, I'm coloring them pink or vice versa, you know, don't tell me. Just don't tell me. It's better to not tell me. I was just telling Wayne today that I need the loppers because it's time to prune my hydrangeas in the back. They're all brown and I'm just going to prune them. That worked really well last year. They grew back really good and I wasn't actually sure that they were going to. I've decided now that I've pulled out that green that this is a cabbage rose too. That's what I'm calling a cabbage rose. So I've got my dark blend back out and I'm coloring that. And now I'm just going to go along and use the light petal pink blend and color all the other little flowers. Okay, very, very artistic. If I was in art class, they would have just kicked me out because this is about as basic as you can get. Color these pink, color these a different pink, color those green, done. I like it. I like it. I think I'm going to make, that's going to be jade. I should have made that jade already, but it'll be jade in just a second. All right, and up here. My goal is I want this all colored, so I don't want there to be any white showing here. All right. Thank you. Hey, Dancine, appreciate you joining. Literally, that's like a double appreciate you, because Dancine just joined the team the other day. So yay! Got her 200 pieces of DSP for free on top of the awesome starter kit, and I know she's excited to get going. Hopefully your starter kit will arrive soon. I might or might not have stuck something in the mail for you today. Well, I did. I totally did. Okay. All right, so there's that. That is the extent of that right there. Now I'm going to take some black Stampin' Dimensionals, just the mini ones that I have handy, and I'm going to pop this up. So I'm just going to get this ready to go, and then I'm going to create my little card front right quick like a bunny. And put it together. Okay. See, if they're little like this, you can use more. It's just a rule. Okay, now I have a Night of Navy matte, and I'm going to use some liquid glue. I chose lighter colors and bolder colors. Catherine, to be quite honest, I'm playing with the Global Design Project color challenge, and so it is Night of Navy, soft seafoam, and petal pink. You could certainly use any colors that you like. The bold colors would be gorgeous. I think Poppy Parade in there and some shaded spruce would be really pretty. That would be nice. I may have to make another one using those colors. I also thought it would be fun. Now, think about this. I don't know. If you did a reverse spotlight where you colored all of these flowers and leaves and left this black and white. I don't know. Just something to, think about. That might be a good thing to do too. All sorts of different ways you could play with this design right here. Alrighty. Oop. Now we're just going to matte that on its Night of Navy matte. And then we'll pull off all these little dimensional covers with my glue sticky fingers. I liked the color challenge because it gave me the option of using florals, to have the pink and the green in there. gave me the option to use the floral, so I kind of like that. I think I want one more little dimensional right there. Where'd you guys go? Rich raspberry accents would be very pretty. Yes. See, lots of stuff you could do with this. Hey, Joni, appreciate you. Alrighty, now the only trick here is being sure we get this back in right side up. You know what? I'm going to put a little more color right there. I really don't want there to be any white showing on this piece right here. All right, now the only hard part about this whole thing is getting it lined up square in the hole, or on top of the hole. There we go. Alrighty, good. Now, I'm going to take a piece of soft seafoam, and I'm going to stamp a sentiment from Art Gallery in Night of Navy. Hey, Tom, tell him I said hi back. All right, and we're just going to stamp that like that. And then I'm going to take my narrowest and smallest stitched rectangle and cut it out. Be right back. Be right back. I'm right here anyway. It's not like I really went anywhere. So don't talk about me behind my back. I know you are. I know it. I just know it. I know it. Hey, just because I'm paranoid doesn't mean you aren't talking behind my back. All right. Don't be scared of that loud noise. You know, the cutter makes loud noises. There we go. Hey, Lois. Appreciate you joining. Oh, very nice. I'll bet those are pretty, Catherine. I hope I get the chance to see them. Okay, so I've just cut that out, and I'm going to put some of the black dimensionals on the back. Like this. If one is good, 3 is better. Okay, and then we'll pop that right in the middle of the thingy who's it. Searching for me on YouTube. Nope, that is on Thursdays. That would be on Thursdays. Okay, and then I'm going to just try to get everything lined up. Those dimensional guys, man, they just go everywhere. It's like glitter. Okay, there we go. And then I'll take a couple, 3 champagne. I decided that champagne rhinestones are petal pink. I decided it arbitrarily. And I'm going to put that right there. And then we'll put another couple around on the DSP. Just a couple. And I'm going to put one right there. There. Perfect. And that is the card front. That's all there is right there. Done. Done diddy. And it's going to go on a soft seafoam card base. Okay. Now, on the inside, I'm going to pull out my Stampopotamus and ink it up. I have the this image from Art Gallery already loaded on my Stamparatus, and I'm going to make sure that I put this in landscape mode. It's not my normal orientation, so I sometimes screw that up. I know, you're amazed and mystified that I would say that I screw anything up, because of course I don't screw anything up. All right, we're gonna put that right there like that. Line it up on that bottom and put my magnets in place to hold it down. Stay down. Stay down. Champagne is petal pink. There you go. See? It's now. Yes, the best is when the dimensionals are on the dog's nose, which is not hard to do. It's really not. All right, so we'll just ink that up and give it a good press. I love this floral. It's so pretty. Done. Now I'm going to take a, now look, what I have here, this is one of the new basic white envelopes. Would you like to see it compared to a regular Whisper White envelope? Now, I have done a very careful spectrometer analysis of it, and it looks to me like the basic white is actually whiter than the Whisper White. It's a little less creamy than the Whisper White. But I also scientifically put them, I weighed the paper. So I have also the basic white paper, and I weighed 40 of it and 40 of the Whisper White, and they were the exact same weight. The basic white might have even been just a little tiny bit heavier. So it's very nice quality. It's very good. It has a very good feel, very smooth. So I think you're going to like it as a replacement for the Whisper White. I am pleased with it so far. All right, let's be sure that's where I want that. It looks pretty good. We'll move it this way just a little bit and put our magnets back down. Oh goodness, yes. I can find them everywhere. In fact, once I was leaving, I think I even took a picture of it. I was leaving the convention in Charlotte. Yep, in Charlotte. And I had one on my scarf at 5 in the morning. I took the picture. I noticed that I had a dimensional on my scarf because, yeah, it was chilly there at the time. Okay. And there we go. And now I'll put this away. Hi, Glenda. Appreciate you joining. Well, yeah. Yeah, I think they probably just went with the old, the same design that we had, Mary, so it wouldn't have been changed. Now we'll put this on are the envelope flaps the same size? Excellent question. Let me look. Let me look. I would say they are so close as to be, you can kind of see that the basic white has just a little longer lip right there. Can you see that? I'm not sure if you can see it with the way the light is. Oh, there you go. See it? There. Okay. So that way you can see. See, this one is the Whisper White, a little creamier. This is a little more whitish, okay? A little more whitish, that is the technical term for it. Okay, okay. So let's do this. And matte on our Night of Navy panel. Okay. And I didn't even need to put that back on, but that's okay. Yes, see? They're everywhere. They just go everywhere. Basic white is just wrong. You're right. That's exactly right. It should have been some yes, we don't have our alliteration. Isn't that what that's called, an alliteration? Isn't that what all of our colors are, is alliterations? I'm not sure. I was an engineering major, not English. All right, here we go. And this just goes in, and I've left it blank as far as a sentiment goes so that I can fill that in later. And then we'll use some more of the black dimensionales, which I really like. Alliteration, there you go. I was right, I got one right. An alliteration. Alliteration. I'm not going to say that anymore, not one more time. Not going to even do it. Alrighty, here we go. And take these off. Do 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 do. Okay, there we go. And voila, et voila. Okay, now I have one more little thing. What I did for the envelope flap is I took another piece of this and I colored it just exactly the way I had done on the card front. So dark for my cabbage roses. I've just decided those are cabbage roses. Or they could actually be cabbages. I don't know. But I think I'm calling them cabbage roses. And it's my paper right now. You can call it anything you want on your paper. But it's going to be all dark petal pink. There we go. And this will be dark. Maybe getting a little bit jiggy with that. That's okay. All right, and then we'll color this. Obviously, some of this is going to be trimmed, but it's just as easy to color it now as it is when it gets on the envelope flap. So I might as well just take care of it. Right? Okay. And these will be dark, like this. Watching on mute while watching football. There you go. Isn't winter white duller in color than a regular white? The whisper white, I think, is just the tiniest bit creamier than what you might consider a bright white. Yeah. So it's like eggshell. If you were doing paint, it would be like eggshell, like that. Now what I did is I just did kind of a swath across here. I just kind of picked a diagonal and decided how far out I was going to go, and then, you know, it was arbitrary. It was completely arbitrary where I did. And I just colored what should have been colored green, but that is okay, because I've decided they're not jades now. Now that they're on here, there's something completely different, and that completely different thing is pink. Yeah, that was definitely a leaf. Whoopsie, whoopsie, whoopsie. Okay, let me do the jade. I'm going to do the jade. Hi, Jewel. Hi, Carolyn. Appreciate you joining. Okay, what is it that they need to start asking Amy about? Now I have watery white, white not, why not white, wow white. I like why not white. That was pretty good. All right, so I'm just going to go in here and kind of find some leaves just so we get some green in the mix. Just because that's more fun to have a little bit of green in the mix. We'll put these green. That's green. That's definitely jade. I mean, look at it. It's absolutely jade for sure. For sure. All right, and we'll put a little more over here. And a little bit there, and I see what looks like some stems. Okay. If anybody wants to get that head up about my color scheme, then they can send me this card back. There we go. We'll put a little more green right there. And don't even ask me which of my soft seafoam blends I'm using, because I'm just picking up whichever one comes in my hand quickest. Okay, so it could be light, it could be dark, we don't really know. Okay, that's cool. That's close enough. Now we're going to put it on the envelope flap. My thoughts on basic white are it's okay. It's a pretty good thing. It's got a nice hand to it. It's a good white, which I think means it will match some of the other things, you know, in our kits when we get die cuts that have a white edge. They don't always match well with the whisper white, but I actually think that they're going to be better with this basic white, because those tend to be actual why not white color, or whatever other colors Amy was coming up with. And the basic white, the whisper white, was kind of that eggshell we were talking about. Okay. So we're just going to put that on like so. And this is like a 2.5 inch piece of DSP. By 6, 2.5 by 6. And there we go. We'll just trim it off, and that will be that, as they say in the industry. I don't know which industry, but I'm sure there's some industry that they say that. I'm pretty sure. Okay, here we go. Done. Done-ske. And what do you think? Pretty? You like it? Think of all the different color combinations you could do here with this one technique and this DSP. And there's multiple DSPs in the set that you could use as well. So this one just happens to be busy enough that it gives you a lot to color in this spotlight area. All right? All right, guys, I appreciate you spending part of your weekend with me. And yes, Karen, I agree. It definitely matches the Paper Pumpkin kits much better. All right. Okay, guys, we'll see you on Thursday on YouTube at 1 o'clock, I hope. And I hope you have a great week between now and then. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.